Welcome to the Solution is Gratitude YouTube channel. This is Mark Castle and welcome to today's episode. On today's episode, it's going to be very different than what I would normally talk about. Normally, I would talk about grasping, taking some spiritual topic, experience, whatever, something going on with my own personal life usually, or some insight that I'm currently having. And, getting it out there, talking about it, saying what my solution is, and giving you some thoughts about what your solution, if you happen to be excited about stuff like that. But today, I'm going to pretend, even though I'm sober, I'm going to pretend I'm in a bar. Well, you can be in a bar anyways and not drink. And really getting into it with a friend of mine and just saying, what the hell is wrong with the self-help industry, the industry that I'm in, coaching, the whole 9 yards. So here goes, and this is going to be very interesting. Be really interesting to see if I actually publish this. The biggest thing that I think is missing the point in the self-help industry is, first and foremost, I don't actually believe the clients know even what the question is. I don't think they even know what the question is. And so, and this is my personal experience, I can flat out tell you that I have spent thousands of dollars and not having ever asked the question. It's always this uncomfortable feeling going on. And so I'm like a squirrel. I'll go over here and I'll buy a program, or I'll go over here and I'll buy a program. A year ago at this time, when I was looking at my finances, I realized that I had spent $8,000 on self-help in 2017, none of which I used. Not one single thing. And by the way, that $8,000 could have gone to completely paying off my truck. So one of the problems that I see is that we're not addressing what the core questions are. Another thing that I see going on is this concept of perfection. It is rampant in our industry. It is absolutely rampant in our industry. Everything from Awaken the Giant Within to thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of books that essentially say, you are doing it wrong, you are doing life wrong, here's how I'm going to fix it, and look how frigging fabulous my life is, because yours is crap. And yesterday I studied Instagram as a way of promoting myself, promoting this business, promoting other things that I'm doing. And today I was taking a walk and I said to myself, the biggest problem that I saw yesterday in the Instagram thing was don't put it up unless it's not perfect. It's the same reason that people are committing suicide over Facebook. Because there's this illusion when you look on Facebook that everybody's life is absolutely fabulous. And oh, by the way, if you look at my Facebook page, I'm doing the same thing. There's a real thing out there about how we are doing it all wrong. How we are absolutely doing it all wrong. And you know, even my own channel could come across that way. And one of the reasons, when I first started these recordings, I started them in a podcast. And one of the things that I said in the very beginning, I haven't done this recently, and I may go back to this just because of what I'm saying here. If you are in any of the following feelings, dominant feeling, do not reach for gratitude. It's completely too far away from where you currently are. If you are feeling powerless, if you are feeling anger, severe anger, if you are in resentment, if you are in fear to whatever degree that may be, if you are blaming, and if you are feeling guilty, these are not feelings to be heading off and go, oh, I'm just going to be grateful. Let me write a gratitude list. I'll put it all down. It'll all be fabulous. Oh, yes, I'm so happy I have a roof over my head. Oh, yes, I'm so happy the car got started today. When I'm in fear, when I am in anger, I could care less that I have a roof over my head. I could care less that the car started today. And so I never want to come across in the way that I'm seeing it laid out there. Give me $1,000. Give me $10,000. And all will be well. And I'm out there with you asking for money, but like Thomas Leonard, who was the inventor of coaching in the modern age, said in one of his books, or one of his recordings, I'm not sure which, well, you have to, clients would call up and say, well, I need a guarantee. And he would say, well, then you need to call somebody else. Because I can't guarantee what you're going to do with the information I'm providing. And so I'm going to ask for money. Absolutely. I've worked my ass off to know the things that I know, and I feel like everybody else does that I deserve to have financial compensation for that. And at the same time, I never, ever, ever want to come across the way that I see the majority of the self-help program coming across, which is, this is the magic potion. This is what will fix it. This is it. This will do it. Oh, go do this. Oh, go do that. It'll all be okay. Just follow my system. Well, I have systems as well, and I can provide them, and you can pay me for them, and I will be happy to work as hard as I can to help you. But I'm never going to say that it's what's going to work for you. I hope it does. I hope you will find the peace and serenity that I have found in my personal life. But the thing is, I may never know what the actual question is because you don't know what the actual question is. So it all goes back to this thing of there's this assumption out there that the client knows what the question is. Recently, I was working with somebody spiritually, and it's someone who I know really well. And we were going over some writing that he had done to get at some core issues that he was dealing with. And that was a couple of weeks ago, and periodically I've thought about that conversation. And I realized he doesn't know what the question is. He doesn't know what the question is. Hopefully in the work that I do, we can find out what the question is. Because then we can really go somewhere. What is the real question? What's the real question going on? Thank you so much. I may do another one of these in which I rant further.